So I just wanted to provide a brief summary. You can all go look at the summary of the Forrester report, and I know others can go purchase that report as well. But they do have, it's like a 20-page summary that you can go find and look at online. But as you'll see here in their overall analysis, HP was identified as the leader here for private cloud solutions. And as I kind of mentioned before, their quote here is, HP stands out by providing a clean and navigatable interface that wraps the substantial breadth and depth of capabilities in the fewest number of interfaces. So, Mike, I know you kind of went through this process with Forrester.
Yep.
Any other insights you can provide?
Yeah, let's steal the thunder from the report because it's actually pretty exhaustive. I would actually ask, both partners, clients, and prospective clients to take a look at the report because not only highlights sort of what they saw at HP and how we scored. I think we were number 1 in 13 of the 25 categories or something like that. But it really talks about some of the competitors out there getting more siloed and more myopic, which if you read into that is going to be bad longer term, where they're trying to wrap you in to their, sort of their technology and their technology alone. And that's just not how the technology world works. I think we've all lived that, felt that if you've been in this space for any kind of time. So I think the Forrester report is obviously, I'd like to say it's a good read just because what it says right at HP. I personally, right, Mike Zuber speaking here, got more value reading about what they thought about our competitors because, some of them obviously I had a pretty good understanding of, but some of them, I was really surprised by what Forrester had to say. So I actually read it for both. So it was a fun process, and I look forward to doing it again.
Great. Thanks so much, Mike. Appreciate your insights. So it really kind of poses the question for us. Obviously, Forrester's mentioning that HP is the right solution for private cloud. But it kind of poses the question for you, Mike, and I'll kind of give you my perspective is why HP for private cloud? So from a cloud perspective, right, I need all layers to provide a private cloud. So I also need both the infrastructure and the hardware. So you got best of class technology coming from HP. From a hybrid delivery perspective, I want to have something that supports multiple different delivery options. HP clearly supports in that area. And then I want something that's really open and supports multiple architectures and really supports the largest number of point solutions in the marketplace so they don't have to throw away investments that I made previously. And then from the experience, and this was actually another key area, one of those areas that Mike mentioned where HP was leading in terms of number of customers and overall experience and overall kind of revenue, if you will, from a private cloud perspective. So this is kind of my view, Mike, on why HP is the right choice, but kind of curious, and I'm sure the audience is as well, why is HP the right choice for private cloud from your perspective?
Yeah, so when I got this question yesterday, John, I sort of took some time on the flight over to write down 5 reasons why. So a couple of them you've hit on. I'll try to give you a little different spin on. The first and foremost is we have multiple entry points to cloud. I have probably 8 conversations a week, right, for the last couple of years around cloud. And, there are certainly some similarities about how people start, but the ability in HP's product portfolio to have on-ramps and not try to force clients to start where we're only good at, we can go to where the customer's pain points are, is a unique thing you'll see in HP solutions. So, again, the multiple entry points would be the first one. The second one really goes back to that hard decision we had 2.5 years ago around the platform for his infrastructure. We focused on the platform. It wasn't the easiest choice, frankly, but it was the right choice. And we've seen with consecutive years of growth outgrowing the market that was absolutely the right choice. Third was the orchestration and, frankly, integration with legacy technology. I can't tell you how many clients I go to and, we're talking about cloud and they're talking about all the previous investments, and I can go, you know what? You don't have to throw that away. We will integrate with that technology. We can use that catalog. We'll use that hypervisor. We'll use that, whatever that happens to be. Clients like that because the ability to use technology that they've already spent money on and make that more valuable is an extremely good thing. The fourth one you brought up here, you called it heterogeneous. I'll call it multiple hypervisors. I believe the world of a single hypervisor data center are over. I believe with the proliferation of open source that there will be more and more open source at a minimum used in dev tests. So the ability to use open-based hypervisors in dev tests and support other technologies, from commercial vendors is key. HP is open, and HP does not have a hypervisor, so we don't have a dog in the fight. We are only interested in integrating with the technologies out there. And then the fifth one I wrote down was, again, strong, and I underlined invested partners. Partners that are willing to put their own dollars, spend their own time, have the CEO of the company do presentations together. That's why HP is outgrowing the market, and that's why I think we've been successful. So those are the 5 reasons.